Hi everyone, how are you all? Good evening to all of you. Welcome to class. Hello everyone, good evening to all of you. Welcome to class. Happy Lori, all of you. Good evening, Prem Narayan, Kavya, Shri, Siva Krishna, Surendra Bachawat. Welcome to class. Give a positive affirmation. First of all, I would like to inform you that today is the third part. Today is the third part of Factories Act 1948. We have already done two parts. In those two parts, we covered three case studies and so many definitions. So, if you are new to my channel or if you are attending it for the first time, kindly see the before two parts also for better clarity on the topic. Nextly, I would like to inform you that there is a Telegram channel also in which I provide all the links of my YouTube channel and the upcoming classes. So kindly subscribe to my Telegram channel if you haven't yet. Nextly, you can also follow me on Instagram. So let's start the class. Welcome to class everyone. I am Priyanka Dodani, your law educator for CMA. If you have any doubts regarding previous classes, you can ask me Telegram channel. In today's class, we will be studying the upcoming portions of the Factories Act. So welcome to class. Good evening all of you. Shall we start the class? Give a thumbs up in the comment section. Shall we start the class? Happy Lodi. Okay. Give a thumbs up in the comment section. Okay. Very nice, Kavya, Siva. Very nice, lovely people. Okay. Very nice. So, before beginning the class, I would like to ask you few questions. Which was the case study I taught you in the first class? What was the name of the case study which I taught you in the first class? Welcome Sakshi to the class. Subin, Priyam, Nikita Rai, Sumit. What was the first case study which we studied in the first class, in the first part? Ravi, I have given you a small hint. Ravi, Shankar, Verma versus State of Rajasthan. What was the case study which we dealt in the second class? Okay, welcome to class everyone. I guess questions are yes, Rupika, welcome to class. Okay, you all know what is factory. Okay, you have seen you have seen how a factory looks like where manufacturing process is going on. Okay, you all know that what is a factory, but there are some legal requirements also which a factory has to fulfill as per Factories Act 1948. So those legal requirements are at least 10 or more workers with the aid of power which involves manufacturing process. Okay, how many workers should be there in a factory? If there is electricity, so there should be at least 10 and more than 10 workers, and they should involve a manufacturing process. What is manufacturing process? We dealt in part 1 also and part 2 also. Okay, now if there is no electricity, that means only manual work is being going on. Like in the furniture industry, there are so many industries in furniture era that do not involve any aid of power. So there should be at least 20 or more workers and it involves manufacturing process. Okay, Lal Muhammad versus railway. Very nice. Kazi Narul. Very nice. I am so proud of you. So how many workers, let me ask you a question. How many workers should be there if there is no electricity? 10 or more. How many workers should be there if there is electricity? If there is electricity, 10 or more, and in case of no electricity, 20 or more. Okay, but there is one essential thing, which is manufacturing process should be carried on in that entity. So there are so many exceptions also to a factory. What is this? The picture displayed right here. What is this? This is not a factory. What is this then? Good evening, Subhashri. Good evening, Ayushi. Can anyone tell me the picture displayed right here? It is not a factory. It is a tunnel. It is a railway running shed. This is a railway running shed, Priyam. This one is a railway running shed. I am asking about this one. It is a mine. Yes, this is a armed forces of union. It is restaurant or eating place. This is railway running shed and this is mine. So basically, my dear students, mine, first of all, mine, as per Mines Act 1952. Nextly, railway running sheds. Nextly, what? Armed force, mobile unit belonging to armed forces of union. Mobile unit belonging to armed forces of union. Okay, so this is also not factory. Nextly, restaurant, hotels or eating places are not factory. So these four images, kindly have it as a vision in your mind. I have put pictures because pictures create a visual ability to learn the things. Okay, so armed forces of union, mobile unit belonging to armed forces of union, mines as per Mines Act, railway running shed, restaurant, hotel or eating place are not considered under Factories Act 1948 to form a part of factory or to be considered as a factory. I hope you understood my point. Yes, इन सब पे अलग लॉस अप्लाई होते हैं. Very nice. Yes. Now comes for computing the number of workers. I said no, there should be 10 or more workers in a factory in which there is electricity facility. That means there is a aid of power, help of power, and it involves manufacturing process. It is a factory. And if there is no aid of power and manufacturing process is being carried on, so 20 or more workers should be present because there are no machines, no power. Okay, so basically, for computing the number of workers, this clause is stated in your module. For computing the number of workers, for the purpose of this clause, all the workers in different groups and relays shall be taken into account. For example, let us take the example of handloom factory. You can see what are these women doing in this image. What are these women doing in this image? They are tailoring, right? They are stitching something of handloom category. They are stretching it, seeing the quality of cloth, then stitching it on the sewing machine. So basically, this is a handloom factory where women workers are there and they create the stitched clothes, the handloom factory clothes, and then okay, there are here also workers are working for say here 20. Here there is aid of power also. So let me say here 15 workers are working, 10 or more they have said now, and here at least 10 should be there. And here nextly there is a packing department also where these clothes are being packed into. Okay, so here only 5 workers are working. So overall 20 workers are working, or we can say here 15 workers are working. So overall in this factory 20 15 15 30 workers are working. So I counted, in which way I counted? First I saw different relays. First relay was in which the manufacturing process is being carried out, that is sewing, and next relay was the packing work is being done, and we can say the third relay also in which the transportation work is being done. So overall all workers will be considered. So workers in different groups and relays shall be taken into account. You are saying why Mines is not a factory? Because Mines Act has not permitted it to become a factory. They have not considered or given the right to Factories Act 1948 or government to make a mine as a factory, because mine is what is mine? It comes from the natural resources. Mine extraction, we can say, if they are being depleted. In depreciation chapter in accounts, we learn about depletion. If depletion is occurring, so that is depletion of natural resources. It is these are the resources of our own country, we are extracting it. So if it would be considered as factory, it would be ethically very wrong. So that's why the government has not given permission to consider it as a factory. Okay, so they have a separate act, they have separate rules and regulation in which the extraction limits are also being set off, that how much coal is to be extracted or how much gold should be extracted, or whatever kind of mine it is. So you understood the example of handloom. Everyone understood? Okay. Nextly, for the purpose of this clause, mere fact that electronic data processing unit or computer unit is installed in any premises or part thereof shall not be construed to make it a factory if no manufacturing process is being carried out. In part 2, when I was teaching, there was a student named, what was the name of student? I guess the name of student was Sakshi Mohta. She asked me, ma'am, whether software manufacturing, making of software or developing a software is a manufacturing process. So that was a very good question. No, software manufacturing is not a manufacturing process. There is an entire case law given in your module. That case law is Seelan Raj versus Presiding Officer 1, Additional Labor Code, Chennai. Okay, so let's study about this case law. Okay, as you know how a computer industry looks like, it looks like this, है ना? It looks like this. So there are so many people who are working on computers and developing different types of things. Okay, so this particular Supreme Court referred to the background of the case. They have told that this factory, Seelan Raj, the factory name is, what is the name of the factory? Seelan Raj versus Presiding Officer, Additional Labor Code, Chennai. So Seelan Raj was the name of the person who was running this factory. Okay, so this company was formed for the object of rendering computer services to its customer. Like I am a person, I have a factory, all the employees are rendering computer services to its customer. And relating to collection, they collect the data, they maintain the customer's data, they develop company's software and application to suit specific requirements of the customer, and subsequently set up data processing division. Okay, I would tell you the two eras of this factory. Okay, first of all, what was here? There was a man, Seelan Raj. There was a man, Seelan Raj. He has a factory. In the first division of factory, he provides customer services, maintains customer data. Nextly, this person GRB is, please don't do inappropriate emojis. Please don't comment inappropriate emojis. Otherwise, I'll block you from here directly. Okay. So first of all, customer was there, and nextly they provide maintenance services also. They maintain the customer's data and information. And yeah, I remember your ethics notes. Please remind me on the Telegram channel. Please listen to the lecture first. Okay. Okay, first of all, they used to collect information, maintain the information, and develop a company software application to use to suit a special, like I am a person. Okay, I want that I have a software from which I can go live and teach my student, but I also want live written here. I want my image to be displayed here. I want a logo to be displayed here. So these are my specific requirements. So I am approaching Seelan Rajan company that create this sort of software for me. Okay, so they do this sort of work. And nextly, they set up one more division. This division was data processing unit. What was this division? Data processing unit. In this data processing unit, what they used to do, let's see. They set up a data processing division. The data processing division was closed due to becoming unviable, and the respondent company claimed that being software manufacturer, it was outside of the definition of factory. Okay, so we know that already from the manufacturing process definition that manufacturing of software or developing of software is not considered under the definition of factory. It is not covered because electronic data process unit mere installation does not means you are manufacturing the entire process. If I say you are manufacturing CPU or mouse or monitors, then I would consider that yes, some manufacturing process is being carried on. Okay, but you are just sitting and in computer you are developing softwares, and in a already inbuilt there are some inbuilt also, and there are some outside software also which one needs to install. So that is not a manufacturing process, that is outside the scope. Okay, so what happened, data processing unit was not able to fulfill. The first division was running okay. This data processing unit was not able to fulfill the demands of consumers because they were doing works very late. Okay, nextly they were not compatible with the upcoming technology, and they were not compatible with the customers wants. They were not up to mark with what they were trying to do. So this needs to end up. Okay, so the data processing unit was going on with so many losses. Okay, so what happened, the data processing division was closed due to becoming unviable, and the respondent company claimed that being a software manufacturer, it was outside the definition of the factory. Okay, so then the judicial decision came that if mere fact that electronic data processing unit or computer unit is installed in any premises or part thereof, they would not render a unit into factory if no manufacturing process is being carried out in that. That means the court set aside the case, and they said that this case is outside the purview of Factories Act 1948, because first of all, software manufacturing is not a manufacturing process. Okay, if it is not a manufacturing process, then that company is not a factory. Nextly, they are saying that data processing unit which is closed, okay, which is closed down, it is unviable, it is also not related to Factories Act. But there one more thing came. What happened after this, there were employees. Okay, due to the losses in data processing unit, there were so many employees in data processing unit. To pay them and to save data processing unit from losses, the first division which was rendering computer services, and which was helping customers and maintaining customers data, this also ran into losses. Okay, first unit was also running into losses, so it has to also shut down its operation, because what happened here, they were not able to earn money, they were not able to earn profits because they went into so many losses. The second division also was their own property, so many, due to so many losses, they have to shut down. And but after shutting down, there were one category of people who were very unhappy with the things going on. Those were employees. These employees were crying, very much crying, that pay our salaries please, pay what we did. You signed a contract with us of 11 months, and now you are just bearing us from being your employee, and now you are just kicking us out. This is not done, pay us. So my dear students, for the benefit of these employees, Industrial Dispute Act or labor unions were being formed, and these employees were have got justice in that particular era, but not in Factories Act, because in Factories Act, Supreme Court denied that computer software developing is not a factory. Okay, I hope you understood the case. Everyone understood, or should I tell again? I am telling again in short. Okay, let me tell you again. There was a person named Seelan Raj. Okay, he has a factory, and this factory has two units: first division, second division. Okay, in the first division, they used to render computer services, they maintain the information data of the customers, they used to provide customer customized softwares. Okay, like if I want a software, they will build it for me. Okay, so they were customer oriented. In the second division, they used to process the data, it was data processing unit. But they were not able to cope up with the things which they said about the data processing unit. So data processing unit incurred so many losses. They were losing customers. Due to the losses occurred here, the employees have to be repaid their salaries. Obviously, if you have hired an employee, if your organization is running into loss, then also you have to pay salary to your employees. And not only the employees, there are creditors also, so many peoples also. So overall, it was running into losses, and these losses are being set off from the first unit's profits. So dheere dheere, what happened, slowly gradually, the profits of the first unit also started declining. Okay, so nextly, what happened here, Seelan Raj was very sad, obviously. But more than Seelan Raj, the employees of this computer organization, which were providing software developing services and maintaining an information data, or having a second division as a data processing unit, there were so many employees also who were unhappy. So these employees were given justice in another act which was providing protection to employees. But Supreme Court told that this particular organization is not a factory. Okay, Supreme Court told, I'll tell you what was the main judgment of the Supreme Court, which is written in your module. Okay, in Seelan Raj presiding officer, Additional Labor Code Chennai, it was held that factory means any premises including the precincts thereof in which manufacturing processes be carried on. Mere fact that electronic data processing unit or computer unit is installed in any premise or part thereof would not render a unit into factory if no manufacturing process is carried on in such premises or part thereof. I hope you understood the entire case. Please give a thumbs up if you have understood, or tell me that yes ma'am. Shall I move forward? Are you understanding what I am telling, what I am trying to communicate to you? Are you all understanding whatever I am trying to communicate? Okay, Siva. Now, Sakshi, this point might be very clear to you, that why software manufacturing is not a manufacturing process. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's move forward. Nextly, obviously, if you have to open a factory, what is the most legal requirement that you should have? You should have the license of factory. The state government may make rules relating to approval, licensing, and registration of factories. No factory can run without such license or approval. And state government can deregister also. If some factory is incurring some illegal activities, state government has the power to deregister also. Okay, so factory license is very mandatory. Nextly comes the person who is the occupier of the factory. Okay, who is the occupier? Like, who is the occupier of this YouTube channel? I am Priyanka, being the occupier of this YouTube channel. Okay, why? Because I have created it. Is the like a person X has created a factory, or has what we can say, constructed a factory with the help of contractors. So is he the occupier? Not necessary. Occupier of the factory is a person who has ultimate control. Occupier of the factory is a person who has ultimate control over the affairs of the factory. That means he is controlling each and everything. of the factory. He has ultimate control over the affairs of the factory. Okay. Firm, in case of firm or association of individuals. For example, there is a firm, there is an association of individuals. In this case, who will be the occupier? Individual partner or members will be the occupier. In case of company, please remember company one is very, very important. It is 5-star. Keep it 5-star. Any one of director is deemed to be occupier. What is the minimum director count in a public company? How many directors should be there minimum in a public company? It is minimum number of directors in a public company are 3, in private company are 2. Okay, in public company is 3, private company it is 2. Maximum it is how much? No, Subhashri, that is members. Members and directors are different. In a private company, maximum number of members is 200. Sakshi, in public, 7 are members, not directors. Members. Members means shareholders. Okay. Maximum number of directors are 15, both in public company and private company as per Companies Act 2013. Maximum number of members in a public company is unlimited. Okay. So there is a difference between members and directors. If I would tell you members, directors. So minimum number of members in a public company. Okay, in a public company, minimum number of members is 7. Maximum number is unlimited. In a private company, minimum number of members is 2. Maximum is 200. But this is not same case with directors. I would tell you the case with directors. Okay. Minimum number of directors. Minimum number of directors in case of public company is 3. Maximum number of directors in case of public company is 15, and it can be increased also with the permission of central government. Minimum number of directors in case of private company is 2. Maximum number of is 15. It can also be increased with the permission or the resolution passed by board of directors. Okay, so please remember this clause for the point number 2. Okay. So company, in case of a company, who is the occupier? Any one of the director is deemed to be the occupier. Okay, please keep this in mind. Any one of the director, not all or not combinedly, they can take a decision. There should be one person who is directed wholly for the purpose of factory. Any one of the director is deemed to be the occupier. Now there is a factory which is controlled by directors are not counted in members. Director is different and members are different. Directors are the person. Let me tell you the difference between directors and members, Subin. See, directors are persons who manage the company. Okay, who manage the company in easy language, who have the power to make rules and regulations for the company, who manage rules and regulations as per what is written in articles of association and memorandum of association. But members or shareholders, we can say, are the persons like I am a shareholder. I have invested few amounts in company. Okay. For example, I have taken 100 shares in a company. So I will be the member of the company. I am the shareholder of the company. Okay. So there is a difference between directors and managers. Directors can hold shares. Directors can hold shares. Okay, can hold shares, but to a limited extent. Okay, we'll deal that in Companies Act. Come back to the Factories Act. Come back. Factory owned and controlled by central government, state government or local authorities. See, there are 3 associations. First association is central government. Second association is state government. The third association is local authority. If a factory is there and it is owned and controlled by central government, state government or local authority, that means it is a government organization. So who will be the occupier in that case? The central government, state government, or local authority will appoint a person compatible for this post. Okay, they will appoint the occupier. Okay, in case of a ship which is being repaired, if a ship is being repaired, or on which maintenance work is being carried out, or in a dry dock which is available for hire, the owner of the ship shall be deemed to be the occupier. Okay, so what did I teach you? I taught you this. First of all, tell me if there is a firm or association of individuals, who will be the occupier? Come on, everyone. In case of firm or association of individuals, who will be the occupier? Next, you have to tell me, in case of company, who will be the occupier? Next, you will tell me, in case of a firm or organization which is owned or controlled by central government, state government, or local authority, who will be the occupier? Okay, Rupika is saying, in case of firm, partners will be the occupier, or members, individual members can be the occupier. In case of company, any one of directors, not partners, Surendra, any one of directors. Okay, any one of directors in case of company. Okay, any one of the director. Okay, in case of firm, partner or member. Very nice, Sakshi. Okay, in case of central government, state government, or local authority, in case of central government, very nice, Surendra, Sakshi. Rupika, tell me, in case of central government, state government, or local authority organization, who will be the occupier? The person. Who will be the occupier? Person appointed by central government or state government or local authority will be the occupier. Yes, Surendra. Person appointed by government. Very nice, Rupika. Okay, in case of ship, who will be the occupier? The owner of the dock. Owner of dock. Dock means the person who is maintaining the goods loaded in ship. Owner of dock. Like there is a dock. You have seen. I will explain you what is dock. Okay. See, here is a river. Okay, here is a river, and here is a big area where here also goods are kept, goods are kept, goods are kept, goods are kept. That means it is a port sort of thing. Okay, here ships are being lined up. Okay, now for example, this lot of goods A are being exported from this ship to another city. Just pay some condolences on my drawing. My drawing is not that good. Yeah, very nice, Surendra. You wrote it right. Ship owner, we can say. Okay. Nextly, so here is a ship. Here is a ship. Now, this person is sending some goods here from this ship. Okay, the ship owner is B, for example. So, who will be the occupier in this case? Who has sent these goods in this ship? Okay, so A will be the occupier. I'll explain again. For example, this is a ship X, and here is a person who is holding someone's goods to be exported to another city, for say Mumbai. We are sending goods to Mumbai via sea. Okay, now this person is sending goods via this ship to Mumbai. The goods are of this person, na? So he will be the occupier. So that's why this particular place where goods are being kept is called as dock. So this person will be called as dock owner. Understood? Because from here the goods are being exported. Okay, pay some condolences to my drawing. Very bad with electronic pen. Otherwise I draw very good. Okay, so let's revise once again because it is a very, very important 5-star topic. First, in case of firm or association, individual partner or members should be the occupier. In case of company, any one of the director. In case of factory, controlled, owned, or by central government, state government, or local authority, then person appointed shall be the occupier. In case of ship, the owner of the dock. Who will be the occupier in HUF? HUF is not a factory. HUF is not a factory. If you can say who will be the head, you can say then Karta is the head. Okay, we are talking about factory only. Okay, so now here section 2 subsection N is the section of occupier which you have to remember. Okay, for MCQs. Okay, let's see one case law on the topic occupier. Okay, so there is a case law given in your module. In your module, they have summarized the case law as usual in 2 lines. So there is a company called Container Corporation of India Limited versus Governor of New Delhi. What happened in this case? It is a real government of India undertaking. You can search this symbol also in Google, that it is a very nice company. It has a very good goodwill also, but something bad happened there also. So that's why they have been pushed to courts. Not only one time but 2-3 times this company has come into highlight while dealing with the business opportunities, or we can say while dealing with clients, or while fulfilling the formalities of income tax. This company has always been limelight. It is a company of it is Container Corporation of India, and it provides services. What does this company do? Let's see. So this Messrs Container Corporation of India Limited is a government company. First of all, it is a government company, please remember, and it is engaged in the business of handling transportation of containerized cargo. Have you seen a place, can say there is a place where so many truck dibbas kind of things are being kept in so many movies. Heroes fight in those places. I have seen South movies. So these sort of exporting trucks have been installed there. Okay. So these trucks are pulled up by cranes. Have you seen such sort of transportation containers which are directly being exported? I'll show you a picture also. Why I have not attached a just a second. Just a second. Yes, you might have seen in movie, but for better clarity, I want a picture also to be attached here so that you get more clarity on the topic. Okay. So this picture is right here on your screen. Can you see it? Can you see this picture? Like these type of boxes. This is Container Corporation of India. It looks like this. Have you seen a picture like this? So they do work of this. They transport the goods from these sort of small, what we can say. Can you see this? Okay. Shall I delete it? Okay. So this Container Corporation of India is a containerized cargo and is under direct administrative control of Ministry of Railways. Who is the controlling authority here? Ministry of Railways. So here the main controlling authority is Ministry of Railways. Its operating activities are mainly carried out at inland container depots, container freight stations. So these are kind of So their business is sort of this. Now you have got a glimpse that what does this company do. Okay, so what was the case? Let's understand. In this case, first of all, Container Corporation of India Limited is a factory under section 2 of Factories Act. They have written the section wrong. We know the real section 2 subsection. Okay, and NK Chaube, here is a person named NK Chaube, is accused being proprietor, partner, director, is therefore the acquirer of the factory. Accused being means what? They are saying that this person is not the occupier. He has falsely represented himself as a occupier. Okay, let's see more. Nextly, a factory situated at Inland Container Depot, Tulakhabad, New Delhi, was inspected by the inspector of factories. Obviously, case comes into picture when inspection is done in factories. Okay, so what did the inspector observed there? They observed there that the workshop of petitioner in Tulakbad is not a factory. First of all, they are saying that it is not a factory. Nextly, they are saying that NK Chaube is not the occupier as per section 2N. Matlab he has violated the laws. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what does the law say. It was held that in case of a company which owns a factory, it is only one of the directors of the company who can be notified as the occupier of the factory. Okay, just a second. Okay, now we are back. Sorry for glitch. Nextly, first of all, I am saying that we read that it is only one of the directors of a company who can be notified as the occupier of the factory. Nextly, where a company fails to nominate any one of the directors as the occupier of the factory, the inspector of the factory shall be at liberty to proceed against any one of the directors of the company, treating him as deemed occupier of the factory for prosecution and punishment in case of any breach or contravention of the provisions of offences committed under this act. Okay, I'll explain you the entire case, just I am making you read the legal words. In Container Corporation of India Limited versus Governor Delhi, it was held that the company which owns a factory, it is only one of the directors of the company who can be notified as the occupier for the purpose of this act. Company cannot nominate any other employee to be the occupier of the factory. Okay, I'll teach you what is here the main thing. What happened in this case? Let's see. Here was a person. Okay, Container Corporation of India is a corporation. Okay, now NK Chaube, this person is actually the employee of the factory. Okay, this employee actually, after seeing what did the inspectors observe, that what did the lawyers saw after inspecting the case or investigating the case, that he is not the occupier, he is a employee. Now you guys tell me, can employee become the occupier of a company? No, any one of the directors becomes the occupier of the company in case of a company, and purely that corporation is a government owned company, we already saw. Okay, so in government company, what is the clause? That any person appointed by the central government or state government or local government will be the occupier of the factory. Here board of directors were also there, obviously, as it is a company there should be board of directors. There were board of directors, but they were not occupier. And nextly, the work which they were doing, the transportation, does it come in manufacturing process? Transportation work? Is transportation a manufacturing process? Come on, tell me. Is transportation a manufacturing process? Let us see the definition of manufacturing process, which we dealt yesterday. See, here can you read the word transportation? As per law, is transportation a manufacturing process? Surendra is saying, yes ma'am, transportation is a manufacturing process. Please read the definition. They are saying making, altering, ornamenting, finishing, packing, oiling, washing, cleaning, breaking up, adapting any article with a view to its sale, transport, delivery, disposal. Yes, transport is here. Transportation is a manufacturing process. No one can say no. I taught you transportation is a manufacturing process with a view to its sale, transport, delivery, or disposal. They are adapting articles, yes. They are transporting articles, yes. The transportation of articles is a manufacturing process as per the act. Okay, guys. So this was an important point, a 5-star point. So basically, there were board of directors, there was an employee. Only fault which they did was, for which they have to pay penalty, was they employed N.K. Chaube as he was the employee, but he was considered as what? The occupier. Can employee become an occupier in a company? No. One of the person, for example, this person will be the occupier of the factory. Okay. Okay, so the judgment came in Container Corporation of India Limited. It was held that company which owns a factory is only one of the directors of the company who can be notified as the occupier of the factory. Company cannot nominate any other employee to be the occupier of the factory. So N.K. Chaube, if he wants to become the occupier of the factory, has to hold the position of director. Has to become a director, apply for director application number, apply for the din allotment, then he can become the occupier. He's the employee at the current stage, he cannot become a occupier. Okay, next, notice by occupier. Like for example, I am the board of director or I am the occupier of the factory. I shall give at least 15 days prior notice to any factory owner or the chief inspector of the factory that I am going to be the occupier. I have to write my name, address, and the nature of manufacturing process, details of workers in that particular notice. Okay. Now, for example, any new manager is appointed. Okay. I am the occupier, and for example, Surendra is appointed as the new manager in the factory. Being the occupier, I shall send to an inspector a written notice and to chief inspector also that we have appointed, being the occupier, I have taken an interview of a new manager and I have given him a seat in the factory, and I have to tell them within 7 days after the date of appointment. Let's see it very clearly again. For example, I want to become an occupier of the factory, or we can say Prem wants to become an occupier of the factory. Okay, Prem wants to become an occupier of the factory. Here he has to give, like for example, he is to become occupier of the factory from 15th of February. So he should give notice on 1st of February. To whom he will give notice? To chief inspector, that sir, I am going to become the occupier of the factory. This is my name, this is my address, this is details, etc., etc. Okay, for example, now Prem has become the occupier of the factory and he needs some persons to help him. So he appointed a new manager. He appointed a new manager on 7th of March. Okay, so this, from the appointment of this manager on the date of 7th of March till 14th of March, that means within 7 days, he has to tell chief inspector that I have appointed a person who will assist me. He is a new manager of the factory. I hope you all understood very clearly. Understood, guys? Please give a thumbs up in the live chat if you have understood. Please give a thumbs up in the live chat if you have understood. Okay, Sakshi. Next, more people. Rupika. I hope I teach good. I hope I am communicable to you. I hope I am able to communicate to you properly. Okay, nextly, duties of occupier. Occupier has a duty to ensure health. That means he should think about the health of the workers. He should think about the safety of the workers. Like you might have heard in construction factories that, or construction industries, that they have to do so many works by climbing wall, and they should give caps to them. These type of caps you might have seen. They should give gloves. They should give the ear protection or the eye protection type of things. Okay, so health, safety, and welfare of workers, that means protection to their children, education of their children, and providing maintenance or home allowances, or sort of so many things which come under the welfare, or cleanliness facilities. Okay, giving them first aid box when they meet with injury. So duty, these are the duties of occupier stated under section 7a, 7 capital A. Please remember, here the section is capital A, not a small a. Okay, nextly, inspector. Now you have seen that so many case laws have arisen because of this person. So many factories have come into picture in the courts, have been dragged into courts, or have been forced to pay penalties, because of course not, they should pay penalty because they have done wrong as per the law. So this person, being the inspector, comes into picture. Now what can an inspector do? State government has the power that it can appoint such person to be the inspectors. If a state government think that this particular organization, in this organization something is going wrong, something is fishy, so they can appoint a person who will be an inspector. Now this inspector can enter into any place. He has the card given by state government. He can enter directly into any place. I am the inspector, bring everyone. I'll see what you are using. I'll see what materials you are putting into. I'll see what value you are delivering to customers, or how many safety you are being following for the purpose of workers. Okay, are you keeping your workers healthy? Are you giving them cleanliness facilities or sanitation facilities? Is drinking water safe for them? Are they given protection accessories? So he can enter into any place without any notice. Okay, he can make examination also of plant, machinery, article. He can, if some accident has been happened, he can take inquiry also. He can ask questions also. Okay, bodily injury, disability, sports statement. He can make anything. He can do anything about that accident. Okay, now if the inspecting officer is seeing that some documents are being falsely represented, so he can, what he can do, he can tell that, please bring sufficient documents. Show me the proof that you are right. He can say to the factory owner or the occupier that you are doing wrong. You have given a false statement. This worker count is less. Where did the workers go? What happened to the health of the worker who was employed before? Kindly produce me so many documents, which he'll ask, he has to give. Otherwise, state government will issue a penalty, or will imply a penalty on that particular factory. Okay. Now seize means japt kar lena in Hindi, or take over the copies, okay, of register, record, or any portion thereof as he may consider necessary. He may take article, substance as a possession and take it as long as he wants. He has so many other powers also. Okay, so inspector can, basically inspector is a watchdog, we can say. He keeps eye on the company or the factory. He can do anything. He can accidentally enter into a factory. He can ask for anything. If any injuries has been happened, he can inquire about that. He can make factory produce documents also. He can seize or take copies of registers. He can take possession of article also as guided by the central government within his local limit. Okay. Now, today's lecture is kind of, we can say it has come to halt or it is ended. We will move towards with Factories Act Part 4 tomorrow. If you have any doubts, kindly ask me now in the live chat. What we have seen today, let's see, I'll tell you from the starting so that it would be easy for you to recall the topics and ask doubts. First of all, we studied that what is a factory, then we studied the definition, then we studied the things that which are not a factory, then I told you that mine and all are not a factory. Then we saw the handloom industry example for computing the number of workers. Then we saw electronic data processing unit, Seelan Raj case. Okay. Then we saw the state government licensing power. Okay. Then we saw about Occupier. Then we dealt with the case leading to Occupier, that Container Corporation of India Limited. Then what we saw the judgment, then notice that how many days prior notice or if a new manager is appointed. Okay. Then we saw the duties of occupier, then we saw the duties of inspector or who the inspector is. And nextly, remember the section 8 as per Factories Act 19. Okay. If you want to ask me doubts, you can. Only tomorrow's class and day after tomorrow's class is left for this chapter. Then this chapter will come to, we are studying very deep. Okay, we are studying one line from the module. That's why it is taking time, and it is beneficial for you also in exam, so that you study one with a proper clarity. You are telling to change the timing. Sakshi, actually I have some important work from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. So I cannot keep the class. If you want, I can keep the class after you can say 8:30. We can, after 8:30 we can keep, so it would be 2 night. Okay, so many people are not available also that time because that is a dinner time. I cannot keep the class from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. It is not possible, so that's why I shifted from 5:30 to 6:30, because I have urgent work from 6:30 to 7. We can say only tomorrow. No, for tomorrow I can't. You can see the recording in 24 hours. This particular lectures get uploaded automatically, and you can see, if you want to see the live chat, and if you don't want to see the live chat, it is already uploaded on the, I won't delete it tomorrow for tomorrow. Okay, you can watch the recording. Any doubts regarding lecture which I taught or the things which I taught previously or today? Which section? There is no section. It comes in the definition of worker only. There is no section. You don't have to remember. डायरेक्टर को ऑक्यूपायर नॉमिनेट करना होगा ना अलग से. Okay, this is a doubt I can say. See, for example, there are 8 directors in a company. Okay, now only one director, Mr. A, is appointed as the occupier. Okay, now this Mr. A is going somewhere. Okay, is going somewhere that he won't be able, or he is absent for so many months from the organization. So he will report to this director bench that this is happening. I have to leave the organization for a longer period. So among these 8 individuals, they will collectively make one person as the occupier by deciding in the board of directors. Nextly, next doubts. Growing crops is also a manufacturing process. Okay, you guys will tell me. We have seen so many times the definition of manufacturing process. Is growing crops a manufacturing process? No. It comes in the era of agriculture. Agriculture is not a manufacturing process. It is not a manufacturing process because agriculture is governed by government. It has not been considered under the definition of manufacturing process as per section 2 subsection K of Factories Act 1948. Okay, students, I hope all of your doubts are cleared. If you have any further more doubts, you can ask me on my Telegram channel also or in the comment section after this lecture. Thank you everyone for your love and support. If you like this lecture, kindly like, subscribe and share to your friends who are preparing for CM lecture. And please drop a comment below in the comment section if you like my lecture or anything you need to ask or any feedback which you for your more further clarity. I will be uploading a English as well as a Hindi lecture, full-fledged Factories Act on 16th most probably if everything goes well, or I will upload it very soon. Okay. So on 16th most probably both English and Hindi lecture on Factories Act full-fledged will come as a recorded lesson sort of, so you can watch there also. That would be full recorded lecture, but their examples would be less. These live classes why I am taking is because to grab you or to make you understand better with so many examples and detailed case study explanation. Okay, so that would be a revision sort of thing which I will be uploading. Okay, so thank you everyone for your love and support. Kindly join me tomorrow again live at 5:30 p.m. same timing for part number 4. Thank you everyone. Stay tuned, stay healthy. Please like my video while going.